Olympic runner, and he thought, oh, if I was black, I would have won.
Apparently that same guy, I don't know if they, like, just ran out of money. I assume they didn't, but it might mean something. Apparently that guy shows up, like, earlier in the movie. He's, like, in the background somewhere.
I wouldn't doubt it.
And it's some, like, yeah, I saw it on Twitter.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Like, he showed up earlier in the movie, and, like, you wouldn't even have noticed, but it's kind of, it might be, like, just some discontinuity, but,
I don't know, he put a lot of thought into that movie. I'll give him that.
It's crazy, because
Especially
everyone knows him from Key and Peele. And
going from a comedy writer to a serious movie.
Yeah.
I like
Which I don't understand.
Same kind of
like
thing with John Krasinski, though. Like,
that shit's a beast.
That was
directed and starred in.
I don't understand why the whole thing about, like, the, like, whole joke now that, like, you know, black people don't drink tea after Get Out. I don't, like, understand.
Oh,
because she offered him tea and it drugged him.
You need to watch
that. Was like hip.
Yeah.
That was like
I already read the plot. I know what happens. It's fine.
It was like the
I read the plot, but I don't
the
understand
mom,
any of it.
Hypnosis and all that's pretty real.
It's pretty scary too.
I downloaded something on my phone. It was have they been like encouraging you to download Pacifica? That's the app. It's like some meditation and yoga thing. And I did one with one of my roommates or one of my like buddies in my building. I swear to you, I was on like another plane for like 15 minutes. Like I felt myself like you know that part in Step Brothers where Will Ferrell's like, I saw myself hovering over my butt. It was the weirdest thing ever.
Okay, have you ever had sleep paralysis? I know you have, but
yeah.
have you ever had sleep paralysis?
God.
No.
Yo, I watched a documentary about sleep paralysis. That stuff's scary.
You know what's sketchy is when they like compare like drawings from across the globe and they're pretty
like
similar.
The same, yeah, of what you see.
Yeah,
it's the same. That's the thing. Dreams don't mean crap.
I mean, they mean something, just not.
My dreams don't.
And
my dreams tell the future.
No, they don't.
Not even joking.
Okay, anyway, moving on.
No, literally.
Dreams don't mean crap.
No, literally.
I predicted JFK's assassination.
I had a dream, and then I, like, go through a day.
I mean, there's a difference. I'm
there
talking about,
moments, there are moments in the day where I go, I remember this happened,
It's called deja vu.
I know what you're talking about, but...
But where do you get that initial, like, thought from?
Not your dreams.
Apparently,
like, I remember dreaming about this.
Apparently your brain is tired and, like, tricks itself into thinking that you remember it. That's, like, the scientific...
Well, my brain's tired of lying.
Like, I would have, like, thought that, but until, like, I, like, had one of those moments, and I was like, okay, wait, I gotta really think about what happens next. And then I had to go, my mom's about to say something, and then my mom said the exact same thing I was thinking, and I was like, okay, that's weird. Yeah, so that's when I was like,
I've definitely, like, had those things where I'm like, yo, I've been here before.
And it's in the Bible, too. There's, like, been people who have
had
dreams
but that's what I was about to say.
And it's, like, actually, like, legit.
That's what I was about to say. Like, there's a difference between, like visions, you know, and, like normal dreams that you have with
my subconscious just vomits. Like
my
my brother, he was telling me about
he was
telling me about some of his dreams, and they've got like a plot, like crap goes on. Mine straight up, just like nothing. It's just like it's a bunch of like
last night,
just random stuff.
My subconscious just goes
something, and then it's totally
and then like something happens.
Sometimes mine are
40 different things go on. Like I literally had a dream last night about my toothbrush battery being dead.
I just replaced the battery to the My Little Pony toothbrush.
Oh, really?
I woke up this morning to brush my teeth and was like, wait, my battery isn't dead. And it was a dream.
No,
literally.
Sometimes my dreams are like very real.
Shout out to Tooth Tunes.
Shout out to Tooth Tunes. Yeah, me and Austin, we went to
Walmart
and got
in Panama City, bro.
Yeah.
And I just replaced the battery. That thing lasts. Shout out to Tooth Tunes.
Shout out to Tooth Tunes.
Oh,
for the record, I've not been paid to say that. I've not been paid to say that Tooth Tunes is the GOAT, but
Tooth Tunes long-lasting battery.
Tooth Tunes, though.
Definitely recommend for college.
I can't endorse that statement.
Okay, but literally,
I mean, you can't.
Going back to dreams, all my dreams have a plot, and then this is the freaky part about all my dreams. At the end of every single dream,
they die.
The like camera or the like the
camera.
not the camera, but like the
John
like
Krasinski looks
perspective
at the camera.
turns around and looks at me, and it's of my face, and I say pretty much what the like.
Good luck,
And
Charlie.
tune in next week.
Good luck, Charlie. Good luck, Charlie.
No, and I say what the significance is of this and what I need to learn. And then it goes black. And then I like fall asleep for a little bit longer, and then like it'll just be nothing for a while, and then I'll wake up and I will remember bits and parts of my dream, but I won't remember the whole thing.
So I had like
Adderall's great.
The most.
That's not. I don't take drugs.
I had the most like scary dream the other week, and I was gonna say it on the podcast last week, but I didn't because I hadn't told Alex about it. But scariest thing in the world.
Wait, is it about her dying or something? She broke up.
No. I woke up. Oh, what do you mean? Oh, she's my best friend. What do you mean? Okay, I woke up and I was like gripping. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm her boyfriend and I had the dream. What do you mean?
No, I don't want to hear it.
All right, well then, close your ears.
You're gonna be in a situation.
I woke up on my back. No, stop, because it's a real place. I know exactly where it happened.
What?
Yeah. So I was on my back. I woke up just sweating, and I was gripping like the sheets like really tight. God. Like my veins were popping out and everything. Okay, so here's the dream. So, like that area around or like Whataburger, like you know, like the turnaround on 1604.
The never-ending traffic.
Is it a car crash?
So we're just
alien invasion.
So you know the turnaround on 1604, right? Okay. So she's in the passenger seat.
The mafia.
And some guy is road rage. He's just like on my bumper. He's like speeding up on my bumper, and then he's backing up and just keeps going back and forth. And he's trying to like cut me off. No, he's just trying to cut me off and then come up. And then some guy, I can't like see like his face or whatever, but he's just going like around my car. We're driving down 1604. And I think our plan was to like go to the bank or something because that like security service is right there when you turn around. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing, but so we take the turnaround and I speed up to get away from this guy, and I speed up and I take the turn on like the turnaround too fast, and so Peggy, my car, with sporty handling and energetic performance.
Situation.
So we make the turn, but there's another car that's coming, like, from the other side of 1604.
And skid. Mm-hmm.
No. And, you know, right under the bridge, she's like, I don't want to hear it, but she's, like, telling me my dream. There's, like, those concrete pylons, you know, that on, like, the left-hand side.
And you slide into them?
No.
I'm sorry.
We get hit from behind, and the car, like, with all the momentum from behind us. Because, like, we make the turnaround, right? We make the turnaround, so here's the car.
Yes,
we make the turnaround, and a car comes from the intersection and hits us that way. From, like, the side.
Oh, well, that wasn't your
fault. And then it picks us up, and we just roll on the concrete pylons.
Have you been in a car crash before? Because I wouldn't be able to, like, picture this.
Nah, but, you know, you see car crashes in movies, and, you know, there's that. So, okay.
Minor fender benders are rough. I remember being tense.
No.
I ate a deer this semester.
Anyways, in my dream, it's like first person the entire time. I can like look over and see Alex. I can see my steering wheel. I can see my speedometer. I can see the mirror.
But you can't see
right?
yourself.
As soon as we make that turn and that car hits us, I leave my body.
And
I'm out of the car.
And you can see yourself.
And I can just see her in the passenger seat rolling over the concrete pylons. And I wake up and I'm like, oh my gosh. Tears.
I absolutely destroyed a deer this semester.
What is that good?
Quick interjection.
It was 2 nights before. What was the? It was the game over. It was like a couple nights before the LSU game.
Yeah.
And I was driving. My parents were in town and they had a rental house, and I was driving back, and so I'm in my big truck that's higher, and then one of my friends in my outfit is behind me with one of her friends from out of town, and they're driving this low to the ground city slicker car.
Yeah.
And there's no lights out here, and my lights aren't that bright unless I turn my brights on all the way. It's like if I can go like frame by frame of a shot, one frame no deer, next frame centered on the front of my bumper deer, going 70 just pummel this thing.
That. You put it
Wait,
on
was that on the way to my condo?
No.
When'd you hit that deer?
Someone wasn't listening on the way to my parents' rental, and so destroyed it.
Wait, that was the same night. Wait, I'm sorry.
I don't want to tell the story anymore.
Yeah.
I know the story.
Wait a minute. Like you have a story to tell.
Grace, why don't you go ahead and just tell the whole story?
Tell me how it happened.
I don't.
Hey, could you?
Apparently, you did.
Could you tell me about my car accident real quick, please?
I'm telling you, like, that's the closest I can say that I've ever been to, like, I hit a living organism, and you can, like, feel yourself take the life out of it, like.
Jesus, take
it was this, I pulled over, I was like, wow, I just ended that.
I mean, yeah.
Ouch.
Like
that's also what you think.
The first thing that I've shot an animal and it's like done.
Yeah, it's way over there.
This it was like I felt the impacts that like took this thing and I was like, ooh.
You know, there's people that like go hog hunting with like knives and stuff.
Oh yeah, I've always wanted to do like the spear hog hunting.
I don't understand.
I've heard stories of people in trees like on top, like over one with like 2 buck knives, and they just like jump from the tree and like.
See, they want a challenge. Like,
yeah.
Sounds like some old school.
I feel like the hog would outrun me. Like,
no, we got some. My brother
just comes back
has some. I mean, like, you want to talk about war stories. Nathaniel has some war stories about this hog that he thinks he saw.
There's 2 spectrums to like hog hunting. They're like, there's normal hog hunting with like a rifle. Yeah. You're like, I want more of a challenge. Yeah. I'll hunt it with a knife.
Yeah.
It's not fun enough. I'll go in a helicopter with a minigun.
Grenade launcher. Yeah.
Have you seen the video where they put tannerite like at the bottom of the hog?
Yeah.
First off, they blew up a feeder. Like, this dude's probably loaded. There's all these hogs around it, and then boom, and you can see one just skyrocket like Team Rocket, blasting off again in Pokemon.
Yeah, we have, weird enough, we have a listener every week in Sweden.
No way.
Yeah.
Aww.
That's kind of sketch.
It is kind of sketch. So, for that guy or
look
girl,
Swedish.
okay, for that guy or girl, hit up Grace, because she looks Swedish. But no.
So every other blonde.
Yeah.
I do.
Here we go.
I look Swedish.
So for that guy who doesn't really understand.
Swede.
Yeah, define what a Swedish.
I wonder if he has someone like
Joe. It's
PewDiePie.
The country from Sweden.
They love Swedish
Country from Sweden.
food.
So
to
that guy, people
love
in Texas
Swedish food.
will
That was
pay
really
you
great.
to come to their ranch and shoot their hogs because it tears up everything. That's how much, wow.
That's actually interesting. I'm trying to figure out how that like.
Yeah, it's hard. English is hard. No, because
it's kind of like the same thing as like Needle Nose guy.
He looked
like,
up a different podcast.
You know what I'm saying?
And he entered your names. This guy's funny. I can't understand. They speak Swedish, right? They're not.
I mean,
what
yes,
no, I
I
don't know.
Swedish.
Okay.
What language?
I'm trying
I used to know Swedish friends when I lived overseas.
There's people in Alaska.
It could just be some guy bouncing his VPN around.
I think 70% is like, or no, not 70%. I think like 40%'s from Seastat, the other 30's in Brenham, and then San Antonio, and then Houston, a lot of Texas, and then there's some in New York, Colorado, and Alaska, and then there's like one guy in Sweden that listens every week.
Alaska's a
hey,
cool
shout out
place.
to the guy in Sweden. That's pretty amazing.
What a homie.
Alaska's a cool place, but like...
It's like less than 1% Sweden.
Alaska's like the coolest depressing place I've ever been to. Like, because me and Austin went on a mission trip there.
Was it really cool?
Sweden?
No,
Alaska.
Oh, I was like, what?
Oh my god.
No, Alaska's crazy.
Alaska's dope.
I've been there twice.
Alaska's crazy.
You know what's dumb? I don't know if y'all ever went to Anchorage. Y'all go to Anchorage?
Oh yeah, that's where we were at.
Okay. So
there's a lot of refugees in Anchorage.
There's a
that's
lot.
whack,
well, I don't want to actually. I don't know.
Wait,
there were
what?
a bunch of Ethiopian refugees in that one neighborhood.
Really?
Yeah, remember
And I was trying
that
to figure
bridge that we drove by?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
There's literally just like a slum. Like, you remember that map in MW2? Like, that's the closest I can come to it. Like,
I
it's
know,
the
it's just
slum
funny.
one where like it's just houses stacked, and so
No,
it was like
it's
that.
bad, like-
And there's like a bridge, and they're like, yeah, some people sleep on it, and they hope they like fall off, so they don't have to wake up and here tomorrow.
Like we're talking about going on mission trips to like Haiti and like Africa, and like all those places are great to go try to witness to, but like we've got places in America like Anchorage,
Savannah.
That are, like, Savannah, Anchorage.
Shout out to the Savannah.
I mean, even parts
trip.
of San Antonio that are
I miss
literally
that.
awful.
Yeah,
Kids that are going to bed hungry, and yeah, we've got our own problems. I don't know what's going on with that.
Every place does. Have y'all heard of Whittier, Alaska?
No.
Okay, it's like one
Are
of
they
the
pretty
more.
witty?
Literally, there's like population 30
Everyone
people.
there's got good comebacks.
And it's like there's one way in and one way out. So
Wow.
like it's behind a mountain and then right next to the.
That sounds like
the
a
city.
cult. Like,
No, it is. It's pretty weird. I have a time lapse of us going. It takes like 30 minutes to go through the like under the mountain that it's next to.
Yeah.
So
Is it kind of like bush country? You know what I'm talking about?
no
Like
idea
where
what that is.
bush country is like they just
Boonies. Like,
live in the middle of nowhere, like
Yeah,
by
that's
themselves
exactly what it is.
essentially.
So I have some pictures. I'll show y'all later. But there's one way in, one way out, and they close down the bridge like after a certain time, and they reopen it the next morning. So if you go in there, you can't go out until the next morning.